Hello and welcome to my last empties of 2025, December 2025 empties and a few declutters. We're starting here with empties on the left. I used up this CeraVe Hydrating Foaming Oil Cleanser. This was good. It's actually my second one of these. Last year there was a point where I had ordered from Ulta a CeraVe balm, and I'd also ordered this cleanser at the same time. And the balm was out of date, and so they ended up shipping the order, but they sent me another one that was also out of date. But I ended up with an extra one of these, so this one was basically free. It's really nice. I went through both of them. I like it. I don't think I like it quite as much as the regular hydrating dry skin cleanser, so probably that's what I would get in the future. But I did quite like this one. I just think I like that one a little bit more. Speaking of CeraVe, I've also been using this renewing salicylic acid cleanser, and I've been using this as my body wash lately, and it's worked out really well. So I have body acne, and this is really helpful with that, so I like this quite a bit. I am currently trying out the Prequel salicylic acid cleanser to see how they compare, and I also ordered the Step Up on the CeraVe, the one that says it's 2%. This one doesn't disclose the amount, so I assume it's less. So I have those two. I have that one also to try, and I thought I'd try the Prequel one first, and then I'll try that 2% one, like when it's hotter and, you know, I'm more acne prone. This is the Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Volumizer Mascara. This was from a FabFitFun box. This is a decent mascara. I haven't really used any other Thrive products except one random lipstick also from FabFitFun. So the two Thrive products I've had. And this is just, it's called Bryn. It's Rich Black. This is not their tubing formula. It's their other formula. So it was a relatively normal mascara. It was good enough, but it wasn't anything I'd specifically seek out. It did flake a tiny bit, but not as much as some of my other ones. So yeah, it was a good thing to use, but not something that I need to seek out again. This is the Scene Conditioner. I've been through quite a few of these. It's hard to find fragrance-free shampoo and conditioner, so I have really liked the Scene brand. But I have possibly found a replacement for this. I've just opened the CeraVe fragrance-free dandruff conditioner, and I have only used it once so far, but I did quite like it, and I would say I like it as much as I like the Scene conditioner. I do have one more of these, so I'm going to use that CeraVe one and then go back to the Scene one, and then after that I'll decide if I want to which one I want to repurchase. But I think I'm leaning towards the CeraVe because it does have kind of the therapeutic benefit of that being a dandruff product, and then also it's just a lot cheaper. So whenever I buy Scene, I usually look for, like, they usually have a good amount of sales, and sometimes they'll be half off on Ulta, but it would be kind of nice to just be able to buy CeraVe and just get it at normal price. So this is one of David's mini Gold Bond Eczema Relief. He goes through like countless of these, especially in the winter. So this stuff is the best. It's 2% colloidal oatmeal. Highly recommend. I buy like infinite of these for him. This is a Laneige Cream Skin Serapeptide Toner and Moisturizer. I remember buying this like right around when these came out at Sephora. So this is the Sephora version. Before that, I had purchased this from like YesStyle or Stylevana. So this is the reformulated one. And of course that reformulation at this point was like 2 years ago. But it is very much, you know, it's good, but it's not as good as the original was. And so I do have things I like more than this now. Namely, I much prefer the Road, because it's just so much, you know, more like the original of this was, where it's just more, you know, more useful for a very, very dry skin type like myself. So it was good though. There's nothing wrong with it, but I don't see me running out and getting that again. This is the Dove Pecan Butter Crunch. This was one of their holiday hand washes. I really like these. I like this formula in general, and then I really liked the holiday ones, except for the caramel apple, which smelled like Jägermeister. Do not recommend that one, but all the others were really good. The pumpkin and the chai were my very favorite. We have a Mrs. Meyer's Iowa Pine candle. This is like the best scent ever. It's so good. I love the Iowa Pine. And I will buy another one of these next year, I'm sure. That has been a favorite for many years. This was just a sample card from Rare Beauty. I don't really wear any complexion products, but I did try out just the latest shade on here of their concealer. It wasn't really enough to tell me anything. I don't wear concealer, so also a sample of that same Serapeptide from Laneige. This is the first empty I have of the NAD Plus Bio Lifting Seal Essence from Nimbuzin, the number 9 serum. I do like this, and it's I'm already using a second bottle, and I have a third bottle in backup. So this one has been, you know, it actually lasted a long time, and I plan to at least use the next 2 bottles that I have, and then we'll see, kind of, you know, I imagine those will get me through most of 2026, and then I can kind of see if this is something I want to use long term. Here's something I do not need to use long term. This was from a FabFitFun box. It is a Skin Fix product called the Triple Lipid Collagen and Activating Serum. This is 1 ounce, and the retail on this is something like $70, which I just think is a little ridiculous. It does have, like, there's reasons. It's like peptides and growth factors and things, but I just don't feel like it's worth it. I also sometimes got a little bit of irritation from it, so it wasn't like soothing or anything like that. I just don't care about this. And I really like a lot of Skin Fix products, but this one is not it for me. It was also the product that came in the birthday set I got this year, and the little mini lasted me like 2 uses. So overall, I just think this is a really, really overpriced product. I did get it cheap because it was a FabFitFun choice, but definitely would not purchase this. Here's a thing that I would purchase and have many times. This is the Geek and Gorgeous Power Peptide Pro Collagen Multi-Peptide Serum, and this is consistently a lot of skincare people on YouTube talk about how this is one of the best peptide serums, and it's $15. So, and I like that I can get this on Amazon, so I don't have to order internationally right now with tariffs and things to worry about. So this is a winner. I have gone through a couple of these and will continue purchasing it. I buy a lot of these. This is the Aveeno Daily Moisturizing Body Lotion, fragrance free, and I use this for travel, so I think this is the one that I took to Thanksgiving. And it works for planes because it's 2.5 ounces, and it's just I'm really dry, so I need something that's going to last me when I travel. So this usually does pretty well and gets me through however long I'm staying in a place. It would maybe be a problem if it was like I was staying somewhere more than a week, but Thanksgiving I was only gone 5 days, so this worked out. Next up, we have a mini of the Estua Ado Barrier 365 cream. This is very popular. This is a little mini. It was 1 ounce, and I believe this was also a travel moisturizer for me. I do like this formula. I got this one. It was like the mini that came with a bigger one, and it was part of like a Christmas set last year on Amazon. And as much as I love minis, I'm realizing that it just is more cost effective to decant your own minis, so I'm trying to get more into doing that. But yeah, this was nice. Here we have a packet of my favorite, the Road Glazing Milk, and a packet of the Summer Fridays Jet Lag Deep Hydration Serum, another product that is just fine and overpriced. This is the Ordinary Squalene Cleanser. This is a mini that I tried to use for travel, and then I realized that it is it's a weird deal. It's like an oil cleanser, so it wasn't really a second cleanse like I thought it was. It was more of a first cleanse. I don't know. I didn't think this did much of anything for me, so would not recommend that. My candle just went out, so I'm officially calling that an empty as well. This was a packet of the Refy Face Cleanse. It was fine. It was a packet, so I can't tell you much more than it was fine. This is the Biossance Squalene Marine Eye Cream, also a little travel sample, and this was one that I did travel with recently. I really like this eye cream. I don't pay for it full price, but a lot of times you can get like the little minis and they're very good for travel. But it is a really nice, thick, rich eye cream that I've used for many years. Oh, look, there's another one. There's my other one. I had 2 of those that I traveled with in the past few months. And then, what else do we have here? Okay, so this is we're down to the makeup. This was the Merit. It's called, well, what is it called? It's a brow product, and it's the shade dark brown, but it doesn't have the name on it. No, it doesn't have the name on it. All right, so that's what it looks like. This was good, but honestly, I was so happy to use it up and be back to my e.l.f. Wow Brow. I don't know what that says, but yeah, so obviously I don't need to purchase this again, but it was a perfectly fine product. I at least like the e.l.f. one better. And then we have a very exciting makeup empty. This was my Makeup Forever Wherever Walnut. I got this in a Sephora Favorites kit, and I've had it like 2 years. And literally today, I ordered the new Sephora Favorites kit that has the shade in it, so I will have a new one, but I know from experience this one lasted me 2 years. So I feel like it's a good one to get. It is expensive, so I don't think I would have bought this outside of a Sephora Favorites kit, but it worked out on the timing. But yeah, so it actually took me quite a while to use this up. So it does last, and it's a nice color, nice nude. You can see it got really short. And my most exciting empty. This is the Makeup by Mario. You can see that is completely empty. So this is the Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in light medium. It is an all-over warming complexion tint. So in general, I am not a person who uses up bronzers. However, this one is very light and subtle, and I would use it with a brush a lot. Sometimes I would just use my fingers, but I actually went through this really quickly. I went through this in maybe 8 or 9 months, I think. And I have other bronzers, but yeah, this one just went shockingly quickly, and I am amazed that I was able to use it up. I would buy it again in the future, but I'm not planning on doing that anytime soon. I'm actually right now trying to pan my the stick Makeup by Mario one, which I'm also getting pretty close to. I feel like I could have it done in a couple months. So, but yeah, I do like this formula. I like that one, but the other one's really messy. So over the 2 of them, I'd go for this one. I'm coughing a bunch because that candle just went out. So a few more things over on this side. This is just, my mom gave me some Beekman stuff for Christmas, and my husband uses bar soap, so he's using this soap, and it's a giant bar, so it'll probably last him quite a while, and it's fragrance free, so we like that. This is Beekman Goat Milk Body Soap. This is my really gross Beauty by Blood Bristle hairbrush. I love this brush so much, and every once in a while I replace it, so I did get out a new one. So I'm letting this one go because it's really dirty. Yet another of my infinite empties of Morocco Method Sea Essence shampoo, the best shampoo ever made. It is the best. I've been using it since 2017. This was kind of weird. This was something that my mom had lying around, and I noticed that it was about to expire. And I was like, well, I'll just take that and use it up. And she was like, okay. And I thought because it's a Ven, I didn't pay attention, and it is fragranced. So I emptied it into this bottle, and I'm going to use it as hand soap since it's fragranced. This is the Isntree Yam Root Vegan Milk Cleanser. This is one of those cleansers that is so gentle that even on my super dry, not oily at all skin, it feels like I'm not really cleansing anything. So I didn't particularly like this one, but my husband was willing to use it up, so he didn't mind it. So David used this one up, and I'm going to save this bottle so that I can use it as hand soap. This is a mini. This was again a travel. This was Road Barrier Restore Cream. I quite liked this. This is something I would try the full size in at some point, maybe. Not that I need moisturizer right now, because I don't. This is a declutter. This is just a Ma Beauty. This is one of their sparkle, what is it called? Sparkle highlight balms. This one's M98. And these are pretty. They're pretty subtle. And I bought a couple new highlighters for the upcoming year, and since this one is a year old and so it's officially past its shelf life, it just doesn't make sense to me to keep them around when I have fresh, you know, I have a couple fresh ones. And then this is the shade M118. I don't know that I'd get these again. Oh, this is the blush. This is a shade they recently discontinued, also expired, and it was this pumpkin color, and it's a really cool color that I was excited about, but it just doesn't go with my cool skin tone. It like kind of clashes and looks weird on me. Not that many colors look weird on me, but that one really does. This is the other one of the highlight balms. So again, there's nothing wrong with these. They're just old and very, very subtle. Not that I mind the subtleness, but I just got a couple other things for this year that I'm excited to use. So I didn't feel like I needed to keep these around since they're past their prime. This is the one fragrance-free hand sanitizer that you can buy in a small quantity on Amazon, but unfortunately it opened up in my purse, so it completely evaporated and, you know, ran everywhere. And now I didn't really want to save the bottle because it opened in my purse. So now I'm using like a little conference freebie one that I have. I'm not sure if that one's fragrance free, but that's what I've got in my purse right now. This I am decluttering because this is the e.l.f. Squeeze Me Lip Balm. I like the formula. This is the honeydew scent, and it actually does smell like honeydew. The problem with this is that it also tastes like perfume. It doesn't really taste like honeydew. It smells like honeydew very well, very nice, accurate honeydew scent, but it tastes like perfume, and I cannot stand like things that taste perfumey, so I am letting this go. The formula itself is nice though. I think maybe the vanilla would be a good, safe bet for me, but I don't need any lip balm, so. And then the last thing that I'm decluttering in here, this was a Crave product. They actually, there was a form you could fill out a couple years ago, and when they were creating this product, and they could like send it to you for a tester. So I did get a test one sent to me, which was very cool, but this is the strangest deal. I don't like this lip balm at all. And it has the weirdest applicator, and I think they might be clearancing these out now. But yeah, that is just not, it's like this very small metal tip. It doesn't pick up much product. The product itself is very thin, and I mean it's supposed to be a lip oil, but yeah, and then it's like hard to get back in the tube. There's just nothing I like about this. I really like Crave as a brand, but this one was a total flop for me. Yeah, and then also that candle that candle was from FabFitFun, and I believe the brand was called Our House. Yes, so it's called Our House, and it's the evergreen 10-ounce candle, and I think this came in a pretty old FabFitFun, so I'm very glad to be finishing it up, and now it will not appear in my next Empties video. So that is all my empties and declutters for December 2025, and Happy New Year. Thank you for watching.